and welcome to Lety Does Doctor Who. So, in the last episode, we got introduced to the Doctor right after she had fallen from her TARDIS, and that's where our episode started. So, we get to see, or we get introduced to this kid named Ryan, who has coordination problems and may actually be a bit of a jerk. But basically, his grandma and his grandpa-in-law are living together with him and trying to teach him how to ride a bike when he gets frustrated that he can't do it and tosses the bike over the ledge of the mountain. He later needs to go retrieve it, and we see the space garlic, which ends up being the main character, or the main villain of this episode, of that episode. But anyway, he's super weirded out by this space garlic that suddenly appears in front of him, so he calls the police, and it turns out that the police officer that goes to investigate his claim is his childhood friend, Yaz. So him and Yaz together are investigating the space garlic when he gets a call from his grandma saying that weird things are happening on the train that she's on. So it turns out there's an alien on the train, and then the Doctor crashes through the roof of the train, and there's 2 aliens on the train. So basically, the alien was looking for someone, and they ruined the train ride. But the Doctor manages to get the alien to go away, and that's when another alien called Shimshaw shows up and basically explains that he is a bounty hunter, or he's hunting because on his planet a human is randomly selected and they have to go and hunt them down and take them back as their trophy, and then they'll be awarded stuff. I don't know. But yeah, so the Doctor and her new companions go to save the guy. He's okay, but in that process, Ryan's grandma dies and leaves Ryan with his grandpa-in-law, Graham. So the Doctor, now wanting to get back to her TARDIS, builds this space and time jump thingy, and she uses it, but it kind of goes wrong since everyone gets launched into space and they end up in like open space. So the end of the last episode was that everyone is now floating around in space and something's gonna happen. They're probably gonna be rescued. And yeah, that's basically how it ended. I don't really have too many things I'm looking for this episode other than maybe like see the Doctor want to not really take matters into her own hands, but see, I guess, how this Doctor would handle other situations, because she was very brave in the last episode, and I feel like she handled that situation well, so, you know. I feel like this is gonna be another high-stakes episode, not gonna be very chill, but we'll see how she does. Doctor Who, Series 11, Episode 2, The Ghost Monument. Let's get started.
Desolation.
Oh, well.
Right.
If we jettison the rear section.
Listen to me.
It's okay, Yaz, you'll get used to it. I love how the 2 of them jumped off the spaceship just assuming that the atmosphere was okay. Yaz, dying isn't even that bad. I've done it a couple times. You humans regenerate, right? I'm kidding. So many of the Doctor's companions have died by now, I'm pretty sure they know that they don't regenerate.
Oh, we're not, alright?
Are you still pleading ignorance?
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? It's the Doctor. I think she nailed that landing.
Oh, I've got to put stuff in these pockets.
I gotta put stuff in these pockets, and I'll start with this sand here.
It's a tent.
No, obviously it's a tent. I meant...
Obviously it's a tent. It could have been a spaceship. It can be plenty of things, okay?
I'm the Doctor. These are my new best friends, Ryan, Graham, and Yaz. Now.
I don't care.
Excellent nose hairs.
Who are these people?
Bonuses.
No.
Those are excellent nose
I
hair.
told you. Bonuses
Very
are sweet, perhaps
HD.
are over.
Each other. We're the finalists.
4,000 entries.
How do you
Two
two
left.
space
Only
racing
one
each
will
other?
claim the prize.
4,020s.
Girl and old money.
Bit behind on my exchange rates.
Enough to provide
He's like, I have no idea how much that is.
comfort.
Currency is confusing to me.
No injuries and no killing each other.
It's very Hunger Game-ish, but you're not allowed to kill each other. I kind of hear the TARDIS. Was he able to record the audio too?
One can focus on the negatives. Well, what are the positives? What he called the ghost monument.
He doesn't sound very confused to me. That's basically what happened.
I will keep you alive and I will get you back home. I'm really good in a tight spot.
I don't think you should make promises like that considering what happened to your other companions, Doctor.
Get out. She got the better of Tim Shaw. And she did jump a crane.
Everyone's just calling him Tim Shaw now.
Yes, Graham.
Aw, come on, man. He just wants to be called Granddad.
Engine's an engine, not a space engine.
You don't get to take
Come on,
This is
Ryan.
about me and her
Just
fighting
try
together.
it, man.
From.
Oh shit, I don't even know what's going on with her family, but I know that was mean.
Stuff way too much.
Dude! Brian!
I don't know you.
Oh, I wanted to know.
All aboard.
Dude, all that means is that your mom's an asshole.
If they're alive to be rescued.
Oh, that's sad.
Whatever happens here.
This is the second time he's woken him up like this.
I'm awake.
This time you're dead,
awake.
Ryan.
Yeah. And it lights itself.
One click of the finger and it lights
See when I get to
itself?
victory.
Bad for your health.
Then why doesn't, like, any sound set it off?
Wonder why there's so few signs of life.
You asked too many questions.
Bye.
You've been activated.
That's not gonna work.
Predicting our path.
Zigzag! Zigzag!
No! Where's the reload? Where's the reload?
Where's the reload button? This isn't like Call of Duty!
Basically fried the systems. I reckon we've got about 5 minutes before the
EMP
reboot
blast.
recover.
Very cool.
Brain. No. Come on.
I love how that's the second time she's done that. Well, this might go wrong. Let's go!
Why is it?
I don't want to be here.
We will very
We need
cautiously
to
take a
move on.
look.
You went into the only life form in this universe. Some of us feel a duty
Oh,
to
bird.
We leave. if you're okay.
Brilliant.
Had no choice but to obey.
I get it, so then they killed themselves.
Work before they use it against others.
The stanza.
There's 2 words.
The
below
stanza
that.
are the people that Tim Shaw was, right? With the
That's
T?
how it ends. Sorry.
I caught that.
Took our plan.
That was very inclusive.
Sent us into.
Okay, so that's interesting. I guess the stanza are going to be a bigger enemy than I had initially anticipated. Oh, okay. It's the killer claw!
What's up there?
Not another ladder! At least give him some stairs or something, man!
A big feast of.
Oh fuck! They talk?
What did you just say?
She doesn't know.
What are you
The
talking
timeless child? That's so cool.
about? Get out.
That was pretty cool. But how did it recognize her snap? If it was that easy, can't it just go off to everything?
You've made this a living hell for us. I promise you.
That's right. You intimidate that guy. You tell him what's what.
I will hunt you.
That was so fast. Get us out of here. No. Just simply no. I can.
Come on.
I know that whooshing anyway.
What's this? I mean, Mummy. I really need you right now.
That must be so weird for her. Oh, so they called it a ghost monument because it kept fading in and out. Interesting.
You've done yourself up.
Oh, wow. I think it's a different shade of blue. It looks more like woody now, though. Yay! It let her in! Oh my god. Yeah, just go in.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the "it's bigger on the inside" line. I also like the new design. It has like crystals coming out from the floor and stuff, so it matches her Sonic.
Still is on the outside.
It's bigger on the inside. Oh, okay.
Can I press any of these?
Nope, Ryan, trust me, you don't want to do that. That's the eject button right there.
Serious? Don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I really liked that. But now it's the companions kind of pulling along the doctor and bringing them up when they're down, rather than the doctor being like, I know what to do, and running into everything. It is. Oh, awesome. Okay, it just ended. Alright, so I really like this episode for a number of reasons. Well, first of all, one thing that I just noted was, just like the last episode, it did seem a bit darker. It had kind of a, you know, darker undertone than maybe more like, you know, Matt Smith just running around and being the doctor and doing the universe and David Tennant and, you know, things are all fun with Capaldi, and now it's like the doctor had to save her friends from dying and now she's trying to save more people. And hey, where are you going? And then one thing that they kept bringing up in this episode was that even though the guy didn't really care what had happened to that planet, the doctor kept wanting to find out, and she just kept saying, like, you know, there used to be people that lived here, what happened to them? So it's like, even, you know, she even cared about that, and that was really cool. So what I liked was that this episode really, like, showcased just what kind of relationship the doctor is going to have with her companions. So we're with, like, I don't know, I guess just Capaldi, because that's the last one I saw. But with Capaldi, when we had Clara, it was kind of like, you know, she was bored of her life, her day-to-day life, and she wanted to go with the doctor, and there was like this kind of, I don't know, the relationship was kind of weird. It was like a friend going with another friend just to use their TARDIS, and then eventually it's like, oh, I like spending time with him, and they had that little like fling thing. And then with Bill is like, I need to see the world more, I need adventure. So for her, she just kept encouraging the doctor, and it kind of became this like mentor apprentice type of thing, where he's like trying to give her all this information, and she's just like edging him on and being like, whoa, so cool, whoa, that's so awesome, doctor, and like following him no matter what, and ultimately led to a not so good end for her. But in this one, it's very much that the doctor knows that she isn't perfect. She admits her mistakes and she tries to fix them, and then she takes in other people's input, because we saw that she was like listening to Graham and listening to Ryan, and when they had good ideas, she just kind of did them. So this doctor very much isn't like, she can walk into a room and like already know what she needs to do, and like all her problems are solved because she knows everything. It's just that it's more like she's put in a situation that has issues, she cares about these issues, she wants to try to fix these issues, and of course, you know, help her friends along the way, but at the same time she also needs help from her friends to solve the situation. So she's, you know, she's not shy, she's confident in that she will try to do stuff. So it's not that she's confident she will do it. It's just that, you know, she goes into it and she will try her best, and she's willing to accept help from her friends, and she's willing to learn more. You know, she's more humanized, I guess, and that makes her easier to relate to than, you know, the doctor who knows absolutely everything. And it's more like, as the viewer, you're left like, how did you plan all this out? And then they have to kind of recap and show you the doctor's thought process. For this one, it's very much that, like, the viewer is put along with the doctor, like, how can we solve this problem? And then it's just taking input from, like, the companions and stuff. And I can really appreciate that, because one thing I feel happened in the previous series is that the doctor, being who he is and just kind of being like this cocky know-it-all that's willing to, like, bet his own intuition, so much so that it would put his companions in danger and get them killed, that the companions didn't really get to shine. Bill literally, like, wow, so much bad stuff happened to Bill. But the real kicker was her getting dismembered and turned into a Cyberman. But yeah, like, throughout Bill's entire run, nothing happy. Like, it's all fucked up shit that happened to Bill until the final kicker where she just died. Straight up dead, resurrected, dead again. But in this series, now that they have her actually having companions rather than someone she's just dragging along, these guys are, you know, encouraging her, they're keeping her spirits up, they're all working through these issues together. And I can really appreciate that, because that puts the doctor in a situation where if she doesn't know how to do something and if she turns to her friends for help, the companions, the actors for the companions, are going to be given more opportunities to kind of show off their acting ability, you know? So I ultimately think that even after this series ends, even if it's ongoing, if they have the companions just, you know, be working out problems with the doctor and have them have more screen time and have them play a more major role than just running around and potentially creating distractions and stuff for the doctor, it'll ultimately be better for the actors of the companions. And thank goodness, because, oh my god, all the other previous companions are like, here's the person that's gonna tag along with the doctor this time and leave their life behind because they're bored and just do everything they say because they really, really trust in the doctor. So I think that this is going to be a very, what's the word? It's gonna be a series that's gonna develop everyone's characters more, especially the doctors. You know, we have that whole, what did it say? Timeless child, and they're obviously setting up for some plot things later on. They expect Jodie Whittaker to be the doctor for a while, I believe, with all these like long storylines that they're setting up. But the most immediate one is going to be Tim Shaw, who is probably going to come back this season, or at least his race is, and yeah, they're setting him up to be a way bigger villain than I was expecting. So that's cool that we're gonna get another reoccurring villain, because the last time that happened, or at least I thought it was gonna happen, was the monks. The monks were set up to be this very powerful, almost like indestructible race that the doctor was going to have a hard time beating, just because they're like, they were introduced as like fucking godlike and that they could fucking control reality itself. But instead, I feel like the writers realized that they were too powerful of a villain for the doctor, and it just kind of became like the Doctor Strange thing in Marvel. Like, oh, this event happened. Why didn't Doctor Strange stop it? He's so powerful. So whenever something happens like that, they have to just have an excuse to get rid of Doctor Strange because he's just too powerful. So for this one, or for the monks thing, they had to really power them down. They had to completely change their storyline to the point where it wasn't anything similar to what they initially introduced to us. They were not intimidating anymore, and the only thing that was able to take them down was that humanity collectively had to say that they didn't want them. And that was a very promising storyline that very quickly went down the shitter, and it was so disappointing because, oh, that would have been great. But anyway, loving this series so far. I'm really liking Jodie Whittaker. Let me know what you guys thought of this series. If there's anything that stood out to you, or if there's anything you particularly like about this series so far, or anything I missed, I guess, or what your thoughts are for the rest of the series, because it feels like they're setting up quite a lot, but I might just be overly excited. I don't know. And yeah, that's basically all I got for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Get out there, do all the stuff, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Hey everyone, Lety here. Just trying on another apron for my Autumn of Aprons try-on haul, October 2018. And if you like lemon cake with fruit, then this is the apron for you. You can go ahead and vote for it by clicking that card up there. Bye bye! Mwah.